story about one family, one idea, and a tiny workshop that changed the way the whole world moves. You'll hear how a poor boy who loved machines built looms, how his son risked everything to make cars, how the company fell apart and came back stronger. You may have seen videos titled, How Toyota Built the World's Biggest Car Company, or From Looms to Lexus, The Untold Story. This is the real, simple human story behind all that. Want to start with a man named Sakichi Toyoda. He was born in 1867 in a small village called Kosei, Shizuoka. His family was poor. As a boy, he didn't play much. He watched machines and wondered how to make them better. When he saw his mother using a wooden hand loom, he thought, I can fix this. By 18, he was building better looms with his own hands. In 1891, he earned his first patent, and by 1906, he had made an automatic power loom that stopped if the thread broke. That simple idea, stop when something's wrong, would become part of Toyota's future soul. Sakichi had a son, Kichiro Toyoda, born in 1894. Kichiro grew up inside that workshop and learned to keep trying after failure. In 1921, he went to London and saw cars for the first time. He came home thinking, why can't we build cars in Japan for our people? To fund that dream, in 1929, the family sold the loom patent for $150,000, a huge sum then. They opened an automobile department inside the loom company. After years of experiments, in 1935, they finished their first car, the A1, and a truck called the G1. It wasn't perfect, but it was made in Japan by Japanese hands. In August 1937, the car department separated and became Toyota Motor Company. They chose Toyota instead of the family name because the Japanese spelling used 8 strokes, a lucky sign, and because the word sounded cleaner and easier for other countries. They picked a name that could travel. To survive, they had to invent a new way to make things. Kichiro and his team developed 2 simple rules. Make only what you need when you need it, just in time, and stop the line when there's a problem so defects don't move forward. Later, those ideas were called the Toyota production system. They taught workers to find problems and fix them right away, not ignore them. Then the world broke. In the 1940s, Japan went to war. Toyota made military trucks and used whatever materials they could, even wooden parts and single headlights, just to keep going. In 1945, the war ended and Japan was ruined. Factories were damaged, people were hungry, and Toyota was nearly dead. They tried small cars and buses, but by 1949 they were deep in debt and made only 300 trucks that year. In 1950 things got worse. Toyota laid off about 1,600 workers. There were strikes and anger. Kichiro felt responsible. In June 1950 he resigned. Months later he died at 57. It looked like the end, but the idea, the work, stayed alive. Inside Toyota, a quieter leader, Eiji Toyoda, refused to give up. Fate helped. The Korean War began in 1950 and the US needed trucks. Toyota won a big contract to build more than 5,000 military trucks. That cash flow saved the company and gave them a chance to rebuild. Eiji Toyoda studied factories in America, walked assembly lines, and thought how to make things better with less waste. With engineer Tai Ikono, he shaped the ideas of just-in-time and judoka, automation with a human touch, and rebuilt quality from the ground up. And the Corolla. In 1955, Toyota launched the Crown, their first real passenger car made fully in Japan. In 1957, they opened a US office in Hollywood and tried to sell the Crown in America. It failed at first. It was slow and overheated on long highways. Toyota listened and learned. In 1962, they hit 1 million vehicles built. Then in October 1966, they launched the Toyota Corolla, a small, reliable, fuel-smart car. In 1968, they brought the Corolla to the US. It wasn't flashy, but it was cheap to run, easy to fix, and it kept working. People loved it. Toyota kept improving. By the 1970s, they were building cars in many countries instead of shipping everything from Japan. The company held for simple ideas close. Continuous improvement, Kaizen. Respect for people, think long-term, and go see the real place where work happens. During the 1973 oil shock, when big cars became painful to drive, Toyota's small, efficient cars rose in value. By the 1980s, the Corolla was being built in many countries and had already sold millions of units. Toyota didn't stop at small cars. In the 1980s, they set out to build a world-class luxury car. They poured people, money, and tests into the project. After years of secret work, they launched a new brand, Lexus, and the LS400. It surprised the world, quiet, refined, powerful, and priced lower than some European European rivals. Lexus proved Toyota could build excellence at any level. In the 1990s, Toyota started thinking about the planet. They worked on hybrids and in 1997 launched the Prius in Japan. The Prius used both gasoline and electric power, saving fuel and pollution without asking drivers to change how they drive. In 2000, Toyota brought the Prius to the world. Celebrities and regular people both began to drive it. By 2010, Prius had sold over 2 million units. Toyota kept expanding hybrid options across many models. In 2009, a tragic accident in California and other reports of uncontrolled acceleration led to a huge crisis. Toyota recalled over 9 million vehicles worldwide, spent billions fixing problems, and faced lawsuits and fines. The company's image cracked. In February 2010, Akio Toyoda stood before the U.S. Congress, apologized, and took responsibility. After that, Toyota didn't hide. They rebuilt safety teams, invested heavily in testing, and launched new safety tech like auto brake and lane assist. They slowed growth to fix what mattered. By 2012, trust started to return. Final line/call to action. If this story gave you hope or changed how you see success, please hit like and subscribe. It helps a lot. Join my channel English Avenues Tories Official for more true, simple stories that teach and inspire. Thank you for listening.